Hi there and welcome back to We Are Famous CFC. It is the match build up to Bournemouth vs Everton at the Vitality Stadium this evening. 7:30 kickoff, and the Toffees haven't won at Bournemouth in over a couple of years, so this is going to be very hard for David Moyes' Everton side, but we're going to take a good 10-minute deep dive into the build up. So David Moyes has to start Charlie Alcaraz without a shadow of a doubt. Jack Grealish needs to do better, and David Moyes needs to win for his Everton job, because how on earth do you expect me to back the manager when his team selection is poor, his players are poor, and also his style of football, and also late substitutions as well. So a proper deep dive now to get through. And let's start with the deep dive. So, David Moyes hasn't won at Bournemouth as Everton manager as well. So, let's just get that out there now. He hasn't won in a very, very long time. It is going to be an incredible hard game for Everton, as we know. Everton are coming off a 4-1 defeat at home to Newcastle United at Hill Dickinson, but the mentality has been a lot better away from home so far this season. But David Moyes has got to get his team selection right. For me, the team needs to be Pickford, Garner, right back, Tarky, Keane, Mikalenko, midfield, Charlie Alcaraz and Kieran Shrewsbury-Hall. On the right, Illiman and Jai in the number 10 role, in fact. Then I would go with Tyler Diblin on the right. On the left, I would go for Jack Grealish, and up front Barry. And I think Barry has got to score in this game. The mentality has to be right, because he's doing all the head stuff right. I almost feel sorry for Barry. I really do. He works his socks off so far this season, but it is going to be very difficult for Barry. But I personally think that Barry wins without a shadow of a doubt. I think that he'll score tonight. But him and Jack Grealish and Illiman and Jai, Shrewsbury-Hall, Charlie Alcaraz and Tyler Diblin, all of these are going to be very key plays for Everton tonight. If Tyler Diblin starts, then yes, very key. If not, and it's just Charlie Alcaraz who starts, then he's got to be at his best. Everyone tonight has got to be at their very best for Everton to win. We've got to win tonight. We've got to pick up the loss from Newcastle, get that sobered into us, and we go again. And the mentality has to be spot on tonight. But also what's got to be spot on as well tonight is that Everton have got to put the defeat behind us, because we need to win this Bournemouth side, who are very good under Areola, who have been markedly one of the best, if not the best team so far. But it is going to be difficult. A 7:30 kickoff at the Vitality Stadium on a Tuesday night is ideally not a good for Everton, but it is what it is. But yeah, I am nervous going into this game after how we played at Hill Dickinson. But after the United performance down to 10 men, if we can put that first performance in as we did at Old Trafford tonight, then for me, we can win these. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Everton. I'm going to back the Toffees to win. We've got to win. We're on away as well. We do good in aways so far this season, but because I tell you what, if we don't win tonight and we go on a only one, if we go 9 games without 1 win, never mind 1 win. If we don't get that, I don't think David Moyes will be in a job much longer, because we know these Friedkin groups don't take any bullshit from any managers, from any players. They get their job done and they will sack David Moyes. I'm not saying I'm Moyes out, I'm still Moyes in. But if we lose tonight, there's going to be serious questions over David Moyes' future by the Friedkins. As we know that the Friedkins already had words with David Moyes last time after only 1 win in 9. It was reported that the Friedkins did have big words with David Moyes, and if this was to happen again before we get to 9 games without a win, they will pull the plug and sack David Moyes. So Moyes has to get the mentality right, has to get the starting lineup right, has to not make the subs late, and they've got to have a plan A. And we've got to have a game plan, not past the Jack Grealish, Illiman and Giant Shrewsbury Hall. Cannot happen. We've got to work as a team. The midfield has to score. The defence have to tribute. The striker has to score. Everyone's got to work together to get goals in the team. It's got to come from anybody tonight. But Bournemouth have been very good, but they have lost 3-2 after going 2-0 up away at Sunderland to lose 3-2. It's going to be very shaky for Everton, but I think that hopefully, and I think that we'll have enough quality about us tonight to prevent a defeat. But David Moyes has to get it ready for Everton to win tonight. Because I tell you what, if we draw tonight or get beat, there's going to be questions on David Moyes. Because these group of players are capable of putting a performance in, because we've seen at Old Trafford, and if we don't do that tonight, then I'll tell you what, it ain't going to be good. But anyways, we've got to have a strong mentality tonight. We've got to let our heads settle down in the game, put pressure on them, and don't let pressure come to us. Because if we can put pressure on them for the first 10 minutes, then we can get right into the game, hit them with the likes of Jack Grealish, Illiman and Jai, Barry Shrewsbury Hall, Jimmy Garner. We've got players what can hit them as well, because they're very shaky at the moment in midfield after losing one of their players' suspension. So we can hit them on the break, as I said, but brutality, we've got to be up for tonight. Like, I cannot stress how important a win will be tonight at the Vitality Stadium. Let's make history tonight at the ground, because we haven't won in years. We haven't got a good record at Bournemouth. The last time we played Bournemouth was 3-2 at Goodison when we went 2-0 up, then lost 3-2. Then the FA Cup at Goodison under Moyes last season, 2-0. We cannot afford any of them performance. We've got a better squad now compared to last season, arguably the best compared to last season. So David Moyes has to get it right. Has to get it right. We should be in Europe right now because of our squad of players, but we haven't got a striker who score goals. And by the looks of it, we're lacking goals all over the place, and we're conceding pathetic goals. We've got to play at our very best. Let's not give stupid corners away tonight. And to tell you what, I do not want us giving any goals away tonight, any pathetic goals. I want us winning the game, and I want the job done for the whole 90 minutes. It's about time we have a David Moyes surprise, where we have a good game for the whole 90 minutes and win the game, because we haven't had one yet this season. We've only had it at home at Hill Dickinson, a good performance, and that was against Fulham. So David Moyes has to get it right, otherwise questions will be asked. Is he the right man for Everton? Because if we can't win Bournemouth tonight, then is he the right manager for Everton? After the Newcastle defeat, is he? Questions will be asked by the fans, by the Friedkins, because we should be winning the likes of him as well. So let me know in the comments your thoughts. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the lineup, who you think will start, what you want to see from Everton tonight, and your score predictions. I'm staying with 2-0 to the Toffees tonight. Got to keep the positivity going. We've got to keep the strong mentality, and we cannot concede stupid, pathetic goals or off corners, and we cannot. And I mean, we cannot go there tonight and get battered or beat. If David Moyes wants his Toffees to win tonight, then the mentality has to be right. The starting lineup, no Tim Booman, no Jake O'Brien starting, because both of them are absolute shite. Especially Tim. Yeah, we know that he's not a right back, Jake O'Brien. So don't even put him there tonight because he was outnumbered against Newcastle the other night. As I said, let us know in the comments your thoughts. But who replaces Tim Booman tonight and Idrissa Gana Gueye? I say Charlie Alcaraz and Tyler Diblin has to come in tonight and put a good effort in from both of them. Otherwise, we know that Dwight McNeil isn't good enough, and I don't want to see him coming on tonight at all. He can come on when the game's literally done, with only like 2 minutes to go. Then put Dwight on for fresh legs. But I don't want to see anything else apart from what I've just said now. Right, do head to the YouTube channel, subscribe. We'll be back after the game for the match reaction. Until then, have a good rest of the evening, and hopefully Everton win and up the Toffees. Bye-bye.